Good evening and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Well, you guys, here I stand once again out here in the greenhouse. And whoa, when I tell you it's nothing but a steam bath in here. First of all, I don't know what the temperature is outside. I know it's cool and there's no humidity, but it is in here. And the temperature is sitting at 80 degrees. There it is right there. And so I do need to water a few plants today. The tomatoes, the herbs look okay. That looks okay. I need to water the eggplant. But I'm actually liking this temperature in here because that's letting me know, okay, this is gonna work for the fall stuff. Let's look at the okra. Let's see, we got 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's gonna be my next one right there. So I've got 2 good ones, and so the rest of them will be eaten. So I've got 6 okras coming. Strawberries, they're looking better and better each time I look at them. And look at these new runners. There's one. Here's another new runner. Here's another new runner right here. Just since I planted it in here and planted those other ones out. And then some of my grandbaby plants even have runners. I'm going to just let it run. For now, everything's growing. Let's see how this one's looking. I don't like this back here. Ugh, that's a dead leaf. And I can't find that bloom that I had. I know I had a bloom on there. It's gone. So I don't know about that pink. Okay. And my new ground cherries, they're coming along. So like I said, I'm gonna let this ground cherry plant stay until he fizzles out on his own. He's producing even more. And look at the new flower, y'all. So this thing isn't ready to give up the ghost yet. Not gonna give up the ghost. Look at those. So that thing might go until November for me. You never know. Now I hate I got rid of the last one. And these greens are just going wild. Look at that stem, y'all. Okay, and let's check Sherry's cotton before we head out. And then I'm going to tell y'all about my new plans. Look at that bowl. Now this is going to be a beautiful bowl of cotton. That's what's in there now. And so it would be something if I can get those bowls to open in here. That last greenhouse didn't have enough power, but this one might. There's some bowls there. There's a bowl way over here. They've all bloomed, so they're bowling now. Bowling. Yep, but anyway, yeah, they're doing good. I've counted at least 10 of them on there. I guess I can get ready to pick a few more cherry tomatoes before the plant finished dying off. But look, still getting flowers, y'all, on the cherry tomatoes. So maybe, you know what? I can use that as a fall plant and just cut off the dead stems. So that's a job for Monday. In fact, I might go on and cut those dead stems off today. Since they still want to produce for me, I can count this as part of my fall crops. I'll let these tomatoes go until they can't go any further, especially this one, because this one has some nice, I got those 2 tomatoes and I want more. So with all these flowers on this one, I'm still calling it the San Marzano. I don't know what it is, but it produced some, those 2 tomatoes that I did get were good. Oh, and my stuff is starting to die, so I'm gonna get this planted out today. Look at the cabbage. I think I know I don't have slugs, but something is doing something to this cabbage. It might be a little fly or something. It's getting my leaves. It got the broccoli, got this broccoli. It's getting everything, and these are my little fall crops. So, yeah, I better get this squared away today. It won't take but a few minutes. Yep, and thank God I only want a couple of cabbage plants because some of them are ruined. Okay. Now, let's come outside for a minute. What I'm getting ready to do, and as you can see by the yard, Sherry and my nephew never showed up. I haven't heard from them today, so I'm not going to worry about the yard. And see, I was going to cut the other day, but when she said she was going to, they were going to come over, I was like, well, I ain't got to do nothing. I can work in the house. So now that I'm done in there, I'm not doing this, no. But I am going to blow. I need to blow these leaves today. That'll help. So I am going to do that. So I've got the plug, because I put the plug in there because they were supposed to come today and my nephew was supposed to cut. So that didn't happen. So let me plug the plug back in. Oh, and these are the glasses that my sister got for the tables, because you know I was going to get some cut. And so at one of her rental houses, she found two. So, and they worked. They're a little big. Now, I was going to have mine cut exact to the table, but that's okay. Even with it being a ½ inch out, that's fine. It serves the purpose, doesn't it? So the tables are saved. Now, let me tell you about my new plan before I start watering, because I got to get these peppers watered today. First of all, next year is going to be, well, I'll tell you about that in a minute, but as you can see, these peppers, I need to water them today because they're starting to look, you know, they're starting to wilt on me. They need water. I'm looking at the soil. So I'm going to get that done. The green beans, I decided, unless some green beans come on here by Monday, I'm going to go on and pull these up. I want to go on and get this table prepped. Robert Scotch bonnet can stay there for now. I think Robert should come and get it because look at the bark on it. He can overwinter that at his house. He can just take it in. Jalapenos, that'll stay too. But the rest of this table, I'm going to get it, you know, amended and all that. And it might help the peppers while I'm doing that. I realized these, after looking at some pepper videos yesterday, these are my Jimmy Nardellos. I didn't know that. So that's one of your best peppers. So this is going to be overwintered. And the bark on this is getting nice and thick. That's what you want to look for when you're overwintering, because to make it a perennial. So I'm going to keep the Jimmy Nardellos, and I'm going to keep the cherry peppers, and those have a nice bark too. So when I cut it down, and then the rest of them, I think I'll probably get rid of. So I have 2 cherry plants. I have the 2 Jimmy Nardellos. And so those are the ones I think I'm going to keep to overwinter. And I may keep this jalapeno just because. But I wrote a long list of all the peppers I'm going to grow next year. And I'll show you that list once I get back into the greenhouse in a minute. But guess what, y'all? Q never uses this deck. The only thing I've used this deck for is that pit. You know, I have the table there. I'm gonna put those chairs back because I'm getting rid of that table out there. My sister brought that last year when I had my party, and it's just been kind of sitting there. So I put it out there this year. That's not working out. I don't even like it out there. I'm just gonna put it to the curb. So when my cousins come on Saturday, I'm gonna have one of them to help me walk that thing to the curb, and someone will get it immediately. This is going to be gotten rid of. When, I don't know, but this island thing is going. But in the meantime, it can stay. I just need to get that cloth from on top of it, put another one on to hide it. I'll probably put a blanket or something over it and be done with it. But the deck, on the other hand, I'm gonna take this table, once that table is moved, I'm gonna put this table. I'm thinking if I can get somebody to help me to move the picnic table, I'd rather the picnic table go out into the yard, and then I can put this table here, or I can leave the picnic table there and put this table out into the yard. It doesn't have to go out there. I could probably put it like right by the greenhouse, by this pit or something like that. But this whole deck, since I don't use it, Georgia Peachnut and Renee, y'all gave me an idea. I was looking at you guys' video. I said, I don't use this deck. I can turn this deck into a garden. And I bet y'all probably thought about that too. Y'all probably said, Q could be using that garden. I mean, that deck for a garden. She could be planting all kind of stuff. I've got a slew of pots in the shed. You see the 2 pots there already on the deck. I have the pot holder there. I've got probably about 20 or 30 pots, okay, in the shed. Nice size pots too at that. In fact, that's how I got those pepper pots for this year. These big black ones, I had like 10 of those, so, and I still have some there in the shed. So I'm going to bring those pots out, get them cleaned up, and prep for next year for having my garden. And I said the peppers will be on the deck, as well as other things that I can cover up. And y'all know I have those panels, so, and squirrels usually don't get up on my deck, but you know, if they see food, they just might do it. So anyway, so that's the plan for next year. Because like I said, I don't even use that deck. Let's look at the watermelon, y'all, or the melon, Korean melon. Well, it looked like it still might be growing a little bit. Some kind of bug or something done got in it. I hope it doesn't have a worm, okay? That could be the next problem. But it'll be coming down soon. And look at there, more flowers. And I know if another Korean melon comes, it's not gonna even work because summer has faded. Okay, so let's go back into the greenhouse just for a minute. I have to get the blower, because I am going to blow before it gets dark. We have an hour, if that, because once 7 o'clock gets here, it was dark yesterday by 7:45. Oh, let's go to the keyhole garden. Let's see what's out here. I'm gonna start tearing this down too. See the green beans? They're gone. See, this plant is gone. I don't think I'm gonna get any more, but I am very satisfied and proud with what I got. But next year, these were the Seychelles pole beans, so I have plenty more seeds of those. Look like something ate this. The squirrel, looks like the squirrel might have visited this green bean plant. But anyway, I'm gonna plant that same variety next year, and it's gonna be plenty more, believe me. And they're not gonna be in a crate, they're gonna be in a tub. So I'll be able to squeeze a whole bunch in there. Peppers over here are doing pretty good, and they're growing pretty good. That one, that's the banana pepper. I think that one's just about done. He needs some water. So, and then I'll get my squash over here watered. It's looking pretty good, and I see the flowers are still coming up on it. Okay, so now I'm gonna read this list of peppers that I'm gonna grow next year, and then I'm gonna get off of here and start getting busy for this last hour. Woo, woo, I tell you. Yes, it's very hot in here. And you know what? I closed up the windows in here last night because I saw where an animal was trying to get in over on the side. I saw a little hole, so it could have been a mouse, but he didn't get in. He got stopped because I ran a stick right down the hole that the animal had dug, which was coming straight across. It wasn't a deep hole. It was a hole to where he was just trying to enter into the greenhouse. He probably felt heat coming from it or whatever, because it's getting cold at night, y'all. And so the stick stopped right at the wood, you know, where JD had shored it down, so he couldn't get in. Okay, but anyway, what is, okay, I don't know. Okay, my camera looked different when I looked at it just now. Okay, but anyway, this is what I'm planting. I decided, I've been writing things down. I've been watching videos, and y'all know I'm a seed fanatic, so I know what seeds I'm gonna be ordering. So I told y'all the other day, I plan to plant the chocolate sprinkles cherry tomato, the black cherry tomato, and y'all give me suggestions on something that you've planted that turned out to be really, really good that you decided to plant. Because I'm going to switch things up next year. Yeah, I have my staples. I'm thinking I might eliminate eggplant for next year. We'll see. But I want to concentrate more on staples next year. Of course, I'm gonna try the onions and all that. I want to do more herbs next year, and I'm starting to believe maybe less is a little better. I can plant a lot of what I like as opposed to just planting all kind of stuff. So, of course, I'm gonna have my varieties of tomatoes, but I'm gonna stick to a few varieties. I might do, more than I might do more than 2 or 3. I want to go with at least 2 of the larger varieties, indeterminate, and maybe 1 determinate, and then go with more of a variety of the cherry tomatoes. So I'll save, room for that. Definitely green beans. That is a every year staple. I'll save the cold crops for the fall of next year. I've got strawberries. I'll definitely do my greens again. What else? Potatoes, of course. And I think I'm ready for that this year or next year. Next week when I go to the seed thing, the garlic should be there. So that will be planted out later this month or by mid-October at the very latest. And as well as the onions. So just name a few things that you think would work in my garden. And now that I'm going to have the deck space available, that's more things that I can plant. Okay, so anyway, so as far as the peppers so far, and this is a lot of varieties I plan to plant. The Bounty Hybrid banana pepper, I hear that that's a real good one based on the video. I'm saving the Jimmy Nardello plant, so I don't need to order those seeds. It's a variety called Incago. It's a sweet pepper, and when I looked at the video, this guy was just naming all the sweet peppers and the best ones and stuff from different countries. He was telling about them. It's one called Oda, which is an heirloom purple pepper, and it's a long pepper. The shishito, he mentioned that. So I have shichitos, so I'm not going to overwinter that one, but I am going to plant some more. Sweet Aster F1, Sweet Romano, which is a smoky pepper, but it's sweet, and it looks like the Italian ale, so I think it's in that family. Then you have the Golden Italian ale, so I'm going to plant that. It's one called Corno di Torno, and that's an Italian sweet pepper out of the Philippines. Hungarian cheese pepper, the candy cane sweet, and that's a beautiful pepper, y'all. Beautiful pepper, so I want to do that. The candy cane sweet. There's one called the Fushimi sweet, the Manganji sweet. Then remember I said I wanted to try a sweet habanero? I found it. It's called habanada, and it's a habanero pepper that is sweet. Akon Kagua, Romanian sweet, Sweet Imposter, and Sweet Imposter is, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like a Carolina Reaper or something like that, but it's an imposter. You can fool people with it because it looks like that, but it's not. It's sweet. Okay, Golden Treasure, candy cane chocolate. So that's another variety of the candy cane sweet pepper, but it turns brown, but it has the stripes on it still, but it's brown. Whereas the other one is red and white striped, just like a candy cane. And then there's one called Cayenne Sweetness F1. So that is a sweet variety of the cayenne pepper. I want to plant every sweet pepper variety that I possibly can for my sweet pepper mix and sweet pepper, powder and flakes. So I think that and peppers like to be planted together. They don't mind being overcrowded. So basically, I should be able to get a lot of peppers on that deck, in the containers. So over the winter, I will be concentrating on getting more tubs when I see them at Goodwill. Sometimes people throw them out. If I see one on the street that's not full of cracks, I'll get that. Make sure they food grade. Then the dollar store, I'm going to just be getting tubs, for in the greenhouse, because the crates will be transferred into tables. See how I did those 4 crates, and then that strawberry tub is on top? Actually, I can take 2 of those crates down. Well, the tub is too heavy now to lift, but actually I can just stack the crate one high and put the tub on top of that, and I still don't have to bend as if I was going down to a crate. So I think I'm gonna stack the crates, 1 crate just side by side, 2, 1 on each side, and then put the tub there. And then I can run, at least if I run the tubs horizontally or vertically like this from the wall, I can get 1 tub horizontally, and then in front of it I can put another tub vertically. So I should be able to get 10 tubs in here easily alongside the wall. Then I have that side too. Although I have this table and the shelf over there, I still have that corner over there where I can run a couple of more tubs, probably 3 more over there vertically, and then 2 more horizontally. And then the back wall where the cherry trees are, I still haven't decided if I'm going to take those out or not. I may or may not, but if I do, I've got that whole back wall back there, so I can get probably 2 more tubs back there. So I'm thinking about 12 or 13 tubs should do it, and that will give me a good little garden. Then I'll have the potatoes outside. They're on the ground, so I don't have to worry about the animals. At least I didn't this year. It's just, where am I going to plant the potatoes? That's the question. Okay, and I still plan to get the garden beds, but I just don't know exactly when, and then filling them up with dirt and all that stuff. So I'm just planning as if I don't have the garden tables. Then, okay, so I'm gonna have the garlic. Let's see, what else? Oh, 2 of the tables I can do out there, and then that 3rd one I'm gonna fix it again. So 1 will have the onions for sure, the one that's in good condition, and then the other 2, will be available. So I've got that for planting. And then, of course, the deck. That's enough for me. And the keyhole garden. Forget about that. So we're going to, go with that. I might use the keyhole garden for the herbs alone and just turn it into, because I have the perennials in there. The honeyberry. I have let's see, what else? I have the blueberry out there. And then I have that 1 perennial herb out there. I have the asparagus. So there's room to stick a few more herbs out there. So I can go with some perennial herbs out there in the keyhole garden. And then, of course, I'll have some, like my French tarragon and all that. Then I forgot my mints, my creeping rosemary. That's a perennial. All that stuff should come back next year. So, yep, I'm just planning ahead now that we're winding down. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here, because now I only have about 30 minutes to get this done. So I'm going to go on and water the outside plants, hit the few plants in here that needs to be watered. I'm going to get these, that cabbage transferred into a little pot. And then also, what else? That and the other stuff that's in there. I'll just put it in a little pot for now. And then, what else? Something else I said. Oh, I got to blow. So I'll get the leaf blower out and get the patio and stuff blown. So if anybody wants to step outside, although the backyard is a hot mess, they can still go onto the deck, the patio, whatever, So I will do that part. All right, you guys. So I'm going to get off of here. And you all have a wonderful evening. And may God bless you all. I'll talk to you later on the other side. Bye-bye.